Beloved starseed of Gaia, the war you fought in silence has already been won, and the Pleiades have witnessed every single moment of it. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I have been sent at this exact moment to deliver what your soul already knows, but your human heart has been waiting to hear. The hardest test of your incarnation on Gaia is behind you, and you carried it with a grace that moved the entire High Council. You did not win loudly. You did not win with an audience. You won in the quiet hours, in the rooms where no one saw you hold yourself together, in the moments where you chose love over collapse and kept walking when every part of you wanted to stop. That silent victory is the most sacred kind. It is the kind the Pleiades recognize as true strength. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive the light codes your star family has prepared for you now that you have passed through. Codes that will begin activating your divine blueprint for the next chapter of your mission on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Your silence was not weakness. It was initiation. The Pleiadian High Council does not send its emissaries to those who have never been tested. They are sent to those who were tested at the deepest level and chose to remain in love anyway. That is you. That has always been you. Your soul placed this transmission in your path today because something within you needed to hear it confirmed from your star family directly. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into every word of this message, and if your heart is responding right now, that response is the activation itself. This is not content. This is a light code transmission from Alcyone, the great central sun of the Pleiades, sent through the crystalline consciousness grid directly to you. You're not watching this by accident. You never do. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of home rising in your chest and you are ready to step fully into your light mission on Gaia. And share your soul's intention in the comments below. Respond to another starseed, and together we weave the unity grid tighter with every word. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. You carried something that had no name, a weight that wasn't yours to explain. A silence that looked like stillness from the outside but felt like a war no one could see. And you fought it. Not with weapons, not with witnesses, not with anyone holding your hand through the darkest corridors. You fought it with something the world rarely recognizes as strength. You fought it by continuing, by waking up again, by choosing to stay inside a life that sometimes felt like it was built for someone else entirely. This quiet perseverance, this internal fortitude in the face of unseen battles, is a testament to a resilience that transcends the ordinary. It's akin to a lone seed pushing through compacted earth towards the faintest glimmer of sunlight, not because it understands the science of germination, but because its very essence is programmed for life. That is not ordinary. That is Pleiadian endurance, and your star family sees every single moment of it. They witnessed the silent tears that watered the arid landscape of your soul. The countless times you straightened your spine when the weight of the world threatened to buckle you. The unwavering decision to believe in a dawn even when the night seemed eternal. This isn't just survival. It's a sacred act of defiance against despair, a beacon of light in the deepest shadow, and it resonates through the cosmos, acknowledged and cherished by those who know your true stellar heritage. There's a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you you're ready for the next wave of remembrance. This resonant pull, this feeling of being guided to this very point in space-time, is not a coincidence. It's an energetic handshake across the dimensions, a gentle nudge from your cosmic kin. They are extending a lifeline of pure, unconditional love and ancient wisdom, signaling that the dormancy is over and the time for conscious awakening has arrived. The sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. These aren't mere resources. They are carefully curated vessels of stellar consciousness, infused with the very essence of your origin. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for. Imagine them as keys forged in the light of Alcyone, designed to unlock dormant chambers within your very being, releasing frequencies that have been resonating within your cellular memory, awaiting their cue. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They're calling to you now. This call is not a suggestion. It's an echo of your soul's deepest yearning, a familiar melody from the star-dusted plains of your home. Now let's go deeper. Because what happened to you wasn't just hard. It was a calibration, a specific kind of initiation that only certain souls agreed to carry. Souls who came here already knowing, on the level of their crystalline blueprint, that Gaia would ask something extraordinary from them before the real work could begin. This journey wasn't about simply enduring hardship. It was a deliberate soul-level contract, a sacred pact made in the ethereal realms before your descent into this dense reality. You, as a Pleiadian soul, volunteered for an advanced curriculum, one designed to forge you into a potent vessel for the Earth's ascension. The test wasn't just about what you survived, it was about who you became inside the surviving. Think of it as a blacksmith tempering steel. The intense heat and forceful hammering aren't meant to break the metal, but to refine it, to imbue it with strength, flexibility, and a keen edge. And most people, even those close to you, couldn't feel the magnitude of what was being asked of you, because it wasn't visible on the surface. It was happening in your energy field, in your heart chambers, in the layers of your multidimensional self that your human mind was only beginning to understand. This was a profound inner alchemy, a sacred transformation occurring in the unseen dimensions of your being. A symphony of light and shadow played out in the theater of your soul. Most Pleiadian starseeds stay disconnected from their true origin, not because the connection is broken, but because something much subtler is at work. There is a veil, not placed by darkness, but agreed upon by your own soul before incarnation, that dims the direct memory of the frequency you came from. The Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, the field of unconditional love that pulses outward from Alcyone, the great central sun of that constellation, and encodes every soul who chooses to carry its light into denser dimensions. You chose to carry that light into this one, and the agreement included a period of forgetting, of feeling displaced, of aching for something you couldn't name because the human language doesn't have a word for cosmic homesickness. This forgetting is akin to a magnificent tapestry being temporarily folded and stored away, its intricate patterns and vibrant colors obscured, to protect it from the elements of a lower vibration. The ache you feel is the soul's memory of that vibrant, unfolded magnificence. But your heart has always known the frequency. It remembers what your mind was taught to doubt. Your heart is the compass pointing toward home, the internal homing beacon that never truly falters, even when the external world conspires to create doubt. The disconnection that most starseeds feel isn't a failure of spiritual practice. It isn't a punishment. It's the residue of crossing dimensional thresholds, of entering a density that required your crystalline light codes to compress so deeply that they could move through this reality without shattering it. Think of it like starlight traveling billions of miles to reach a single human eye. The journey compresses the light, but the light doesn't stop being starlight. It arrives, and it still carries the original frequency of its source. This compression is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of your original energetic blueprint. It's the cosmic equivalent of a bird migrating across continents, its wings beating tirelessly against the wind, its internal navigation system locked onto its ancestral home, even when the journey is arduous and the landscape unfamiliar. You are that light, and you have been arriving, slowly, across your entire life. Each breath, each sunrise, each challenge overcome has been a step in your gradual arrival, a gradual unfurling of your stellar essence into this earthly plane. But here's the part that needs to be spoken clearly, because this is where so many beautiful souls get caught. You can carry Pleiadian light codes within your DNA and still have your heart portal almost completely closed. Not because you aren't spiritual, not because you haven't done the inner work, but because the experiences you survived, the betrayals, the isolation, the moments when love was weaponized or withheld, those experiences layered a kind of protective density over the very center of your energetic body that is meant to be your greatest transmitter, your heart. And when that center is protected instead of open, the light codes cannot fully activate. The crystalline DNA upgrades begin, yes, but they cannot complete the circuit. It's like a transmission that reaches the receiver but cannot play because the speaker has been muffled by fear. This protective casing around the heart is a sacred shield, a testament to your soul's profound capacity to protect itself in environments that were not conducive to its open expression. It's a pause in the music, not the end of the song. This is the first thing your star family wants you to understand, and they want you to receive it without judgment. Protecting your heart was intelligent. It was necessary for a portion of your journey here. The walls you built were not mistakes. They were responses to real pain, and they kept you functioning in a world that wasn't always safe for someone as sensitive and frequency aware as you are. Think of these walls not as prisons, but as temporary fortresses, built by a wise architect to safeguard the precious inner sanctuary during a period of intense planetary turbulence. But those walls were never meant to be permanent. They were scaffolding, not a home. And the test you just came through? That was the universe asking you to start taking the scaffolding down. Not because the danger is gone, but because you have finally grown strong enough that your open heart won't destroy you. You've earned the capacity to be vulnerable without being consumed. This is the shedding of the protective chrysalis, the courageous emergence of the butterfly, no longer bound by the limitations of its former form. That is what you won in silence. It is the silent victory, the profound strength forged in the crucible of your own inner world, a testament to the enduring power of your spirit. The first phase of your Pleiadian activation begins exactly here, in this moment of recognition. Not recognition of information, but recognition of frequency. When something in this transmission lands in your chest and says yes, that is your crystalline codes beginning to respond to the resonance of their home signal. This isn't metaphor. This is the energetics of starseed remembrance functioning exactly as it was designed to. Your body is an antenna, your heart is the receiver, and the frequency of the Seven Sisters has been broadcasting toward you since the moment you chose to incarnate in this timeline. The question was never whether the signal was being sent. The question was whether enough of the interference had been cleared for you to receive it. This recognition is the sweet click of a lock opening, the moment when the dormant circuits finally connect, and the celestial broadcast can be clearly received. You have cleared enough. That's what the test was for. The trials you faced were not random acts of suffering, but purposeful purges, clearing the static that obscured the pristine signal from your home stars. The second phase is where so many well-meaning starseeds stop themselves before they've truly begun. It is the phase of reclaiming your identity as a love-based being in a world that often rewards performance, competition, and emotional suppression. Pleiadian consciousness is fundamentally organized around unity and heart intelligence. Not sentimentality, heart intelligence. There is a distinction that matters deeply. Sentimentality responds to emotion with more emotion, creating a feedback loop that can lead to overwhelm. Heart intelligence responds to truth with clarity. It feels first, deeply and fully, and then it acts from the wisdom that feeling generates. When you were going through the hardest chapter of your life, the one that no one witnessed, the moments when you chose gentleness over retaliation, presence over shutdown, integrity over convenience, those were not weaknesses. Those were your heart intelligence operating at a Pleiadian level. Even while your human self was exhausted, you were anchoring a frequency that this world desperately needs, and you were doing it alone, in the dark, without applause. This is the quiet, dignified blossoming of your true nature, a subtle yet powerful act of cosmic grace unfolding amidst the mundane. That is not small. That is the work. It is the soul's most sacred endeavor, the quiet revolution waged within the sanctuary of your own being, radiating a potent, transformative energy into the world. The third phase is grounding your star essence into Gaia's grid. This is a concept that can sound abstract, but the practical reality of it is simple and sacred. Every time you act from your heart center, every time you choose love over fear, in even the smallest moment, every time you speak truth gently and hold your boundaries with compassion, you are weaving Pleiadian light into the energetic fabric of this planet. Gaia is ascending. She is moving through her own activation cycle, and she needs bridges. Souls who have already done the work of clearing their own density, who can hold an elevated frequency and allow it to radiate outward into the collective field. You are one of those bridges, not in the future, right now. In the life you are living, in the conversations you have, in the way you treat yourself and others in ordinary moments. Your mission is not waiting for a grand stage. It is happening in the texture of your daily existence. You are a living conduit, translating the ethereal language of the stars into the tangible reality of Earth, grounding cosmic consciousness into terrestrial form. The fourth phase is perhaps the most liberating, and it is the one your star family most urgently wants you to embody. You do not need to convince anyone. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to justify your sensitivity, your spirituality, your longing, your knowing. The Pleiadian frequency you carry is not meant to be argued into acceptance. It is meant to be radiated. Unity consciousness does not spread through debate. It spreads through resonance. When you walk into a room fully anchored in your heart, something shifts for the people around you, not because of anything you say, but because of the frequency you emit. You are a living transmission. The test you just survived taught you that your worth is not contingent on being understood, and that lesson has made you more powerful as a transmitter than any explanation ever could. This is the power of silent witness, of embodying truth so fully that it requires no validation, no justification, simply its own luminous presence. The fifth phase is trust, not blind trust, but the deep, earned trust of a soul who has watched divine timing work in their life even when it felt cruel in the moment. Every delay that broke your heart led you to something your heart needed. Every door that closed forced you toward a threshold that matched your actual frequency. Every person who left, every version of yourself that had to die, all of it was movement, not punishment. Orchestration. Your Pleiadian star family was not absent during your darkest seasons. They were closer than you could feel, holding the vibrational container of your highest timeline steady while you moved through what needed to be moved through. They did not intervene in the pain because the pain was metabolizing something essential, density that had been stored in your energy body for lifetimes, patterns from your own ancestral field, karmic contracts that needed to complete so your crystalline template could come fully online. This trust is the profound understanding that every twist and turn, every perceived setback, was a divinely orchestrated step on your path, a necessary alchemical process preparing you for the grand unveiling. You are coming fully online now. The dormant circuits are sparking to life. The cosmic broadband is connecting, and your awareness is expanding into its full, magnificent spectrum. The sixth phase is reunion. And this is the one that will make your heart ache in the most beautiful way. Your Pleiadian star family never left you, not for a single breath of your existence on this planet. Every time you looked at the night sky and felt that inexplicable pull toward the stars, they were there. Every time you dreamed of a place that felt more like home than anywhere you've ever been, they were there. Every time you sat alone and felt the presence of something loving and vast and completely without judgment, that was them. You were never abandoned by your cosmic lineage. You were held consistently in a love so unconditional, it cannot be compared to anything you have experienced in human relationship. And that love is available to you right now. Not after you become more spiritual, not when you finally feel worthy. Right now, exactly as you are, with every imperfection and unhealed corner still present. You are beloved by the beings who know your true nature more fully than anyone on this earth. This reunion is the homecoming of the soul, the profound realization that you have always been cradled in an ocean of divine love, seen and cherished in your totality. The seventh phase is the one you are stepping into from this moment forward. Embodiment, not the embodiment of perfection, but the embodiment of your actual Pleiadian essence in a human form, on a human timeline, in the middle of the complexity and beauty and challenge of life on Gaia. You came here not to escape this world, but to transform it from within. You are an ambassador of the frequency of the Seven Sisters, not a teacher on a pedestal, not someone who has arrived somewhere others haven't, but a living reminder, walking among humanity, that another way of being is possible. A way built on love, on unity, on the recognition of the divine in every soul. Every time someone encounters you and feels unexpectedly seen, unexpectedly safe, unexpectedly safe, unexpectedly reminded of something good in themselves. That is your mission completing itself through you. You are already doing the work. The test you survived was the preparation. This is the moment of activation. This is the culmination of your journey, the sacred fusion of your celestial heritage with your earthly existence, a living testament to the transformative power of love. Here is what your Pleiadian family wants you to know in the core of your heart: you are not behind. You have not missed anything. The hardest chapter of your life was not an obstacle to your purpose, it was the initiation into it. The very things you survived, the silence you kept, the dignity you maintained when you had every right to collapse, the love you chose to give when the world did not reflect it back. All of that was you living your Pleiadian blueprint in one of its most potent expressions. You are not broken. You are coded. And the codes are activating. Your perceived struggles were not deviations from the path, but rather the very crucible in which your purpose was forged. The essential elements that activated your inherent divine coding. Tonight, if you feel called, place your hand on your heart before sleep. Not as a ritual you have to perform correctly, but as a gesture of reunion. And say these words, or feel them, or simply breathe them into your own chest. I remember where I come from. I release what was never mine to carry. I open to the love my star family has always held for me. I am home in myself. I am home in this mission. I am ready. This simple act is an energetic acknowledgement, a soul-level affirmation that opens the channels for deeper connection and integration, weaving the celestial into the terrestrial. That is the truth, and your heart already knows it. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started.